Burnout isn't real. And why I say this is because I'm still sick, right? I'm still sick today. I've been sick for maybe 3 days, 4 days. But yesterday I was probably in my worst, like in terms of being sick. But I still had to power through it, right? Like I felt like shit. And it was really hard to film my videos yesterday. But I still had to do it. I still had to take the initiative and just do it because there's no other day that I can do it but yesterday. Yesterday's the only day that I could actually film for the rest of the week. So I had to film yesterday and I didn't have a choice. No matter how sick I was, no matter if I got COVID or anything, I had to film yesterday. And I did it, and I did it for probably 6 hours of the day. And then after I filmed, I continued editing for another like 3 hours. So like I could have easily told myself yesterday, no, I'm sick, I need to take a break and rest, because that's what every normal person would say. But it's different when you got your own business and you're really trying to make it and you're not trying to put any excuses for yourself. Like even for today, I'm sick as hell, and I came into work because I was like, I'm getting a little better today, so I should just come to work. But I could have again easily told myself, because I'm sick, I should just stay at home and just call in sick. And it's been a long weekend, and everyone's coming up to me and they're asking me how my weekend was, right? And I told them I was sick. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm not as bad. And, all of them said, take it easy and all this. But in my head, right, I know I can't take it easy. And I'm not gonna. No matter what it is, I'm not gonna take it easy. And that's the one difference, right, like that you need to learn when you're trying to actually make it, in my opinion, is that, yeah, you may be sick and, you need some rest. But the truth is, if you're doing dropshipping, right, the work, it's a lot of work, like mentally, but physically, it's not that hard, right? So, in my opinion, your body can still recover. It's just that, like physically, you're not really doing anything that's straining. It's not like you're working in construction where, if you're actually working and you're sick, like it could actually affect you really badly. But like, all this has is your mental power. When you're sick and you're doing dropshipping, mentally your brain is still working, right? Yeah, it might be a little slower and it might be trying to push you away from the work and just telling you to relax. But if you just power through it and you just sit there and edit, right, all day, right, you can get it done. And it's not that hard. Like you're just editing videos. It's not like you're gonna, go to war or anything, right? It's just a mental battle with yourself, right? Constantly trying to tell yourself, like, it's okay, you can keep doing it. It's not that hard. It's not that bad. And, like, yeah, like, that's the one thing that I feel like that you need to learn as a dropshipper in the beginning. And not even as a dropshipper, but I feel like as an entrepreneur in general. This is kind of the mentality you need to have for yourself, because it's the one thing I learned from Alex Hormozy is that he's got this like thing. It's like an analogy or example basically, and it's basically if slaves, right, if they could work their entire lives, every time from their awake, right, to the time they sleep, they're working, right, and they did that every day for their entire life. If they could do that and not burn out, then technically you could do that as well with dropshipping or any business you're doing. You can work from the morning you wake up, you start working to the day you're in bed and you're about to close your eyes. Like, you can work that entire time. And it's honestly like it's true. Like, in a lot of ways, I feel like when Alex Hormozy said that to in general, not to me, but in general, to everyone, that basically it's true. Like, you can't deny it. If slaves could work from when they wake up to the time they sleep, then you can work a little bit extra, work a little bit more than outside the hours you're working, right? Like, it's not that hard. It's really not. And plus, like, if you compare your work to slave work, it's you're doing way better than them, in a lot of ways. Like, you're not getting whipped around. You're not getting, they're not hurting you. But if you don't do the work, you're hurting yourself. And in a lot of ways, you're actually benefiting yourself if you are putting in the hard yards, because at the end of the day, you make more money, right? Whereas for a slave, it's like they don't make as much money, or probably no money at all. But for them, they get a roof over their head and all of these things. But yeah, it's a good like comparison for like just like how much the human body can actually handle, right? And you're not gonna work like a dog 24/7 for the rest of your life, right? It's only gonna be for a few years. You just gotta put in the hard yards for a few years, right? Until the results start coming and you can automate your work, and then it's fine. You just gotta put in the hard work for the next couple years. And that's okay. Like 2 years of your life working hard isn't that bad, right? Because then later on you can automate your work and it's not that bad. So yeah, like that's just the one thing I think I never realized when I first started dropshipping is like everyone brands dropshipping as such a like side hustle. You don't have to, put in much effort. You just do the minimum and you can make $1 million. But like that's not true at all, right? And I had to really put in the work to understand that it's not true. But then everyone in the world brands dropshipping that way as like a side hustle, and you only need to work like an hour a week and then that's it. Like, I don't know, that's just if you look at it, like it's actually not, there's nothing like that that's possible, right? To like just work a couple hours a day and then you're making $1 million. Like for people who do that, it's because they got to a certain level where they could automate everything. So then they can work 2 hours of the day and then their business runs itself. But like for you as a beginner, like that is just not possible unless if you had a lot of money. But then even then you don't have the skills to understand what is going to work for your business and what isn't. So you can't really, you can't really just like compare yourself with all these other millionaires and gurus out there who are sharing all this information saying you can do it with just a couple hours of work. And yeah, like I would say like my biggest advice, right, is if you're a beginner to just work hard and don't stop. Because if you miss a day, that one day could be your luckiest day ever, but you just missed it because you were tired or, you felt like shit, so you didn't want to work. Like, you can have all these excuses for yourself, but, end of the day, only you're going to be the person, like, doing the work, no one else, right? No one's going to, like, free yourself out of this rat race but you. So if you don't put in the yards, you're really just hurting yourself and, like, just like, it's time to grow up, time to work harder. And yeah, like, I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's the one thing I've learned like in the last like couple of days on me being sick. There is no time for breaks. Yeah, there's like no time for breaks, and I feel like, I don't know, everyone else has like a different mentality the way it's like okay to take breaks. I don't know why. That's just a societal thing, is that it's okay to take breaks nowadays. When you're sick, just take a break, all good. But nah, not when you're trying to make it. No way. So if you're out there, if you're beginning dropshipping, right, and you're doing it, you're putting the work, and you've probably only done it for a month or so, or even a week, and you're feeling like shit because you haven't got a sale, keep pushing yourself, keep going, because this is just the start. Like, we're at the start of the year, right? If you are quitting now, like, you're just calling yourself a failure. You just need to work a bit harder, all right? It's 2025. We're at the end of January, right? Maybe you're thinking about starting dropshipping, or maybe you have started like a little bit, maybe a couple weeks in. and you're thinking like, yeah, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your time, whatever. Well, you're not. Just work harder, keep pushing yourself. You'll get there eventually. All right, believe in yourself, have belief, have faith. You'll get there. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys got something out of it. A bit of motivation and just a bit of truth. Like, I just want to keep things raw, keep things real. That's how I want to keep it for now at this channel. So if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe. It means a lot to me seeing people subscribe. It makes me being able to like keep going with these daily videos for you guys, especially now that I'm actually a lot busier. It's a bit hard to like do daily videos, but I'm going to keep pushing myself as well. There is no excuses, right? Even if it's just a 1 or 2 minute video, a video is a video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, and peace out.